Okay, we're going on a quick test drive. Steering wheel's nice and straight. It doesn't shimmy or anything. This thing has an amazing turning radius. It shifts nice and smooth. Brakes feel good. I mean, this thing drives awesome. It's very, very quiet in the cabin, but the exhaust sounds amazing on the outside. So you can tell in that rev video, it sounds really good on the outside, but I love how quiet it is in the cabin. You would never know. This thing drives pretty much perfect. I don't have any complaints. Okay, we're gonna do a visual condition report. Now we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find. So starting with what's on this car that you can't see is PPF. So this entire front clip is wrapped in PPF, as well as this whole door and this whole door. So really the only thing not protected is that back end and the upper section. But like I said, both of these doors and then the entire front clip, that includes the headlights, are fully wrapped in PPF. So looking at this wheel, got a little scratch right there, a little rash here. The middle looks good. Looking at that caliper, overall looks nice and clean. Making our way down this fender. Now with the PPF, it is hard to tell sometimes when you have some imperfections to see if they're under the film or actually in the paint. So far that fender looks great. A-pillar's nice and clean. Got some flaws on the film here. This is one of those instances. I don't know if there's anything on the paint or if that's just a little bubble there or a little lift in that film. That section looks good. The bottom side looks nice. You can see this chrome, it's kind of tarnished a little bit there. That trim looks good. That door is nice and clean. Looking at that quarter panel, looks good as well. That rail looks nice. I don't see any flaws up there that stand out. And then looking at this wheel, you do have a little bit of rash right there. And then a little rash right there. We have one chip here. Otherwise, that wheel looks good. So really this side here is almost perfect. I don't really see any flaws there. Okay, looking at the front, let's start with the hood. So far it looks good. Got two snags here. Like I said, it's hard to see if those are chips underneath. That's just in the film. I think it's just in the film, but I could be wrong. And looking at the front end, you're gonna have little rock impacts on that film. Little one there. Overall though, it looks amazing. Here on the lower side, you do have rash, and it actually is on the bumper. And then you can see it's kind of peeling the film. And then you can see rash here and on this side. But if you're just walking around it, a couple feet up, You're gonna see some of that right there with that PPF. But for the most part, it's a little harder to tell. And then of course, if you're right here at eye level walking around, looks good. And then looking at the engine bay, looks really good in here. And that under hood liner is very clean. Then looking at this fender, that looks awesome. I don't see any curb rash on that wheel. Got the Pilot Sport All Seasons. Now you're gonna have a couple bubbles in the PPF. I can notate a couple of those. Those are just little air pockets though. And then this is tarnished, that trim. And there is a crack right here. And you can see some visible scratches on the glass. The mirror looks good. A-pillar is nice and clean. That door looks good. Quarter panel's clean. That bumper edge looks nice. And then I do see a couple chips right here. I'm not seeing any curb rash. So overall, this side looks amazing. And then this all looks amazing. Very clean. And it is power. That nice soft close. And then checking out this side, that spoiler looks good. All of that's nice and clean. You do have some moisture in this taillight. Looking around it though, I didn't see any cracks. So I'm not quite sure why it has it in there. Because everything looks nice. The rest of that bumper looks good. That bumper edge is clean. We do have a gash right there, little notch out of the plastic. Really subtle scuff there. It doesn't catch my nail, so I could probably polish out. That taillight looks good. Very, very clean. Okay, looking at the interior, it is a non-smoker, and this thing is so clean. This is a high 9 out of 10 as far as interior condition goes. And there's really not much to pick apart. All of this looks awesome, nice and clean. This section looks amazing. Got a tiny scuff right there. I don't see a single scratch on that. Looking at that bolster, nice and soft, very little wear. A couple spots here, otherwise that looks really nice. Headrest's perfect. Got a tiny scuff right there. Otherwise, that looks good. The steering wheel still has that nice matte finish to it. A couple little scuffs every once in a while. All of this looks good. Upper side of the dash is clean. This is all pretty much perfect. I don't see any imperfections that stand out. Beautiful, beautiful interior. I mean, you would think this thing had less than 10,000 miles on it. Here on the back left door panel, all of this is super clean. It looks pretty much brand new. That trim looks good. Carpets are perfect. Those seat backs look awesome. All of this looks good. It may not show in camera, but this is a very, very clean interior. All of this looks amazing. All right, checking out this door panel. Got the memory seating. That upper section looks good. Tiny scuff right there. All of that's clean. That kick plate's perfect. Carpets look amazing. That thing looks brand new. I don't see any flaws on that seat. Very clean. All of that looks good. Underside looks amazing. That section's clean. Looking at the upper side of the dash, this side looks pretty much brand new. Here on the back right door panel, once again, this thing looks perfect. Got the executive kick plate here. There is a ton of room back here. Very, very nice. Looking at that seat back, perfect. That bolster looks amazing. Got a tiny little spot right here. Other than that, that seat looks good. All of that's nice and clean. And it looks brand new back here as well.